Conlon is going to kick off, and the playoff is underway. Right down to Russell Gartner, and Gartner coming out towards the 10-metre line here at the famous Sydney Cricket Ground. Roach. Back to Roach. It's a penalty, is it not? Now he's said play on. Hardwick away now for Davidson. Davidson goes for the corner, and he's over the touchline. In fact, he's taken the corner post, which is part of the touch in goal area. So it's a 22-place kick to restart. Well, by golly, I thought there should have been a penalty here for North Sydney. Roach appeared to give the ball to Hemsley. It came off Hemsley's hand and went back to Roach, and I would have thought Roach was offside.
Graham, it's been a long time since North Sydney have been at the cricket ground in a game such as this. Do you think it's going to be unusual for them and difficult to play here?
Good football by the Tigers, Graham. Scotty Gale. Gale's up to the 32-metre line.
They're going to have enormous difficulties right now, Bill, because Balmain got to go all the numbers out wide. This is where they need the ball. As I said, they're coming up with some poor passes out wide. They should have had an early ball then to give Conlon the opportunity to put Davidson away.
This is David Brooks now, bumping his way over, 22-metre line, Davidson, yes, it's a try! Scored by John Davidson in front of the M.A. Noble corner. Well, David Brooks was the man. He absolutely steamrolled his way over the defence. Have a look at him again, here he comes to the 32-metre line, and bingo! Straight over the top of Richard Smith. And John Davidson was sprinting down that touchline and goes into the corner in front of the Noble stand.
David Brooks has been the form player for Balmain in the last 2 weeks. You can see here he was able to get a tremendous pass away. He broke one tackle. 2 North Sydney players committed themselves to stop him. That allowed him to slip the ball onto Davidson. Fullback Conlon was nowhere to be seen. Mark Cannon came across in cover defence, but he was too late.
Off the bird, he's hooked it. No goal for Conlon. No change in the score. 4-0 in favour of the Tigers. So it's away now to MacArthur. That was knocked backwards, and Casey comes up with the ball, playing in the number 3 jumper. Gets to the 22. MacArthur! MacArthur! He's going to score! Yes, MacArthur scores for North Sydney! The Bears have gone in with the equalizer, and most definitely they will convert from right in front. Johnny MacArthur. Well, at one moment he was having his neck examined. Oh, that little pass there to Casey had a question mark on it. I didn't see that originally. But that was a great ball by Casey to MacArthur. He got away from Gary Jack. He kangaroo hopped out of it. And Johnny MacArthur, the former Magpie, scores for the Bears.
Well, I don't know which is Steve Roach's bad shoulder, but he did miss the tackle here. You'll see here he had a chance to line Casey up, and he just couldn't hold him. Casey juggled the ball. He then beat Kerry Hemsley, the other prop forward. Got a good pass away to MacArthur. Now, Gary Jack was running a bad angle here. He was running backwards instead of forwards. That caused him to miss MacArthur, who used the fend, and John MacArthur's got plenty of pace. He comes round to improve his position.
And Paul Conlon will take the attempted conversion. 15 metres out. And this is just what Balmain didn't need. They didn't need to let North Sydney put their nose in front, because the Bears, well, they love wheeling and dealing. There's the conversion. North Sydney lead in the playoff by 6-4. Smith again. Kiss. Away from 2. Got the ball away for Teasdale. Teasdale tackled just outside the 22 line. And only 35 seconds of the first half remaining. They'll probably go for the air. It's a drop goal attempt by Cannon. It doesn't look bad. It's a goal. It's a drop goal for Mark Cannon. 7 points to 4 in favour of North Sydney. Mark Cannon politely putting it over. And there it is, 7-4 in favour of the North Sydney side. Players just outside the 22, played back to Gartner, given to Gale, now to Roach. Roach comes to Martin, Bella goes in with Martin, and they pull the big fellow down. Elias, dummies, goes himself, but it's a penalty to Balmain, right in front. Well, he's going right across the ground, but it is practically in front. There it goes, and no troubles for Conlon. The scoreline, North Sydney 7, Balmain 6. They're only 2 metres out. Has the time arrived for Balmain? Yo! Scott Gale had it and put it down. This was how close it was. Scott Gale had it, put it down, and it's coming out for a 22-place kick to restart. Play back to Martin, away from MacArthur. MacArthur goes himself. MacArthur! Still going. Gets the ball to Kiss to the 22 line. Pulled down by Gary Jack. Played back to Richard Smith. Away to Cannon. On to Conlon. Conlon to Martin. Martin, can he get it away? Bella knocks on. Strom to go down on the Balmain 22 line. And Jones is hurt. He's hurt that right forearm as Elias stands in a tackle. The ball to Gale, then to Bevan. Bevan's to the 10-metre line.
They're gone here, North. I don't think they can hang on.
They're 10 metres out. It's gone from Scott Gale back into Kevin Hardwick, and Hardwick is held by Conlon for one and by Kiss for another. Away for Benny Elias. He puts the drop goal over. Yes, it's a goal for Benny Elias. 7-0 between the Tigers and the Bears at the SCG. The drop goal by Benny Elias on the NEC replay. 7-7. What would that pay on footy tap? Philip Palmer has gone on. Sheridan plays the ball. Benny Elias over the halfway line. He finds support. Bevan gets the long ball away. Gardner takes it on the second bounce. Inside 22. It's gone to Schofield. Schofield's looking inside, and he's held by the Bears and put into touch. Oh, it's a thriller minute at the cricket ground. So the ball is played by John Davidson, and it's now with Scott Gale. He puts the little kick over. Regathers. Here's Gale. He kicks again. Gale. He's chasing hard. I think he'll do it. He did. Scott Gale scores a sensational try. Probably the best individual try I've seen in rugby league television. That is sensational from Gale. That's not a gale, it's a hurricane and a tornado, all wrapped up into one. Have a look at him, the former schoolboy star, decided to take it all between the teeth. He kicked and regathered. He kicks and he regathers again. Take it, Billy Anderson.
Well, it was realised here by Scott Gale that North Sydney had no cover defence. We'll see on the next replay that Clayton Friend, the halfback, was at second marker. Gale chipped over the top, caught the ball on the full. Now it was a battle between him and the fullback Conlon. He didn't have the support, so he decided to try the kick again, put it into some open space. It was a race between he and the number 3, Casey, for the ball. Gale's one of the fastest men in the game. He got there just short of the line, but his momentum carried him over.
That's freaky stuff from Scott Gale. Conlon from 18 metres out and 15 in from touch. He lets it go. It's good. It's a good kick by Conlon. Balmain 13, the Bears are 7. Well, Norths are probably everybody's sentimental favourite, if there's such a way of describing them. As Benny Elias makes one of his burrowing runs to the... Oh, and he's been dropped heavily. Benny is hurt back down the ground as Gale is tackled by Martin. There was a very heavy tackle on Benny Elias. He's still on the ground. Steve Roach hits the ball up now. 9 metres out from the North Sydney line. The attention has gone out for Benny Elias. He looks okay. Gale, out it goes to Bevan. Bevan taken by Casey. Well, this man in the centres for North tonight has made a tremendous contribution. As it comes from Hemsley to Benny Elias. He goes for the drop goal, the little bloke. I tell you what, there wasn't very much wrong with Benny Elias. Oh, that was a Lazarus from Elias. 14-7 in favour of the Tigers. Well, I can't quite believe that Benny Elias could recover as quickly as that. That's a case of taking the game to the public. Here tonight, a match with everything in the balance, and it's just exceeded 10,000, and the siren sounds the end of a very, very gutsy performance by Norths, and in turn, a magnificent season for the Avco Bears. And then, of course, a tremendously talented performance from several of these Balmain players, with Scott Gale scoring that freakish try, Benny Elias leading by example. Balmain 14, North Sydney 7. Davidson and Gale the tries for Balmain. Conlon 2 goals and Elias 2 drop goals for Balmain. And North's Johnny MacArthur, before replaced, had a tremendous game. Paul Conlon, courageous, kicked a goal, and Cannon the 5/8 kicked a drop goal.